Martinsville, Virginia, the paperclip shaped half mile with its unique hot dogs and its unique brand of racing.
Let's go, kid.
Short track racing, Martinsville Speedway. Well, we don't just expect bumping and banging, it's almost welcome. When we come to Martinsville, you've got to move somebody out of the way if you want to get by. We take a look at our starting grid. Rick Crawford with his 6th career pole and his 301st career start. And Shane Sieg, a career best start for him on the outside of row 1.
Got a couple former champions back in row number 2, Johnny Benson and Ron Hornaday. They battled for that championship right down to the last race, the last lap last year.
Rounding out the top 10 there, Timothy Peters. This has been a real good story this year. They came to Daytona with limited funds. They've been able to string it together to Martinsville. Now they have sponsorship for Kansas and beyond. I'm liking what this Timothy Peters kid and this team are doing.
Kyle Busch all the way back there starting 11th in row number 6. So he's going to have to work his way through a very tight track.
Inside row number 11, Stacy Compton had a very fast truck in practice, did not get the qualifying effort that he'd hoped for, so he's got a little bit of work cut out for him.
Back on the inside of row 15, Ricky Carmichael, 2-wheel star, trying to adapt to the 4-wheel. Says he likes his truck, feels real good about today.
Let's see if we can make contact with Kevin Harvick. Hey, Kevin Harvick, Phil Parsons, you got a copy?
Hey, Phil.
Kevin, you got 500 laps under your belt yesterday. A little bit of uncharted territory for you guys racing after all that rubber's put down. Did you make any changes to the truck this morning?
Yeah, we changed our truck a little bit air pressure-wise. Didn't want to get too far out of bounds, but a little bit concerned about that, and hopefully we make the right adjustment.
We talk a lot about the strategy here. We know this race was won last year by somebody not changing tires. Goodyear changed that right side tire. Do you anticipate some tire changes?
Yeah, I think everybody's going to change tires. Benson beat myself and Hornaday with tires, and I think he's wearing a little faster, so hopefully we do the right things with our Bounty Chevrolet. Just want to thank everybody from Kroger and Bounty for helping us out.
Well, that's a great looking truck, buddy. Have a good run, Kevin.
Phil.
Let's head down to pit road, and we'll start with Chris Devoto.
Well, Rick, where would Colin Brown be if he wasn't in Martinsville? He would be in the Caribbean. No, seriously, he had a cruise scheduled with his brother Travis. He had to call him and give him the bad news. Travis said, dude, I'm in college. It's spring break. I'm locked out of my dorm. So where is Travis? Well, today he is a race fan. Travis drove all the way from Indiana to sit in the stands. There he is waving, watching his brother Colin. Hey, Adam, who needs St. Martin when you have Martinsville?
Oh, you can't beat Martinsville on a Monday. And Johnny Benson, the defending series champ, off to a tough start in 2009. It took him 3 races to get his first top 10 finish of the year. But today he returns to the scene of his last victory. He led 46 laps and won here last October. And today in a new truck, he's hoping to rekindle some of that Martinsville magic. Driver 1 starting in P3, guys.
Thank you so much, Double A. Now, who would you say has the advantage coming into a racetrack that has the rubber down on it? Are you going to give the nod to, say, a Cup regular or maybe a truck veteran?
I like Harvick. You know, he learned a lot yesterday, had a solid car, understands what these tires are going to do somewhat. You know, he talked about his strategy, making the right decisions there. He knows what the track, how it's going to rubber up. And Phil, that'll happen. Right now, you see down in the corners, it's just concrete. But there'll be some rubber that actually lays down on top of that concrete that these guys will have to navigate around. So Harvick understands all that. I think he's got the truck to beat today.
And plus, he had a great truck on Friday during the Truck Series practices. So you can see some of that rubber building up already down there, and that's from yesterday.
Take a look at our race analysis. Again, this is a 250 lap race, 131 miles. So pit strategy comes into play here more than ever. The pit window, 140 to 150, that's again for fuel, though.
Yeah, that's for fuel. And some of the guys, you know, are talking about not wanting to lose any track position. So they may come in on the first round of pit stops, put tires on, not bother to come back in to put fuel on, wait to do that till the next caution flag.
Yeah, we talked about the new pit road rules. You can't do both on the same stop. You can get some gas or you can get some tires. I like the way that's going to play out here at Martinsville, Phil, because gas isn't that important. You know, you can go a long way on your gas, and tires sometimes need to be played. You need to have them on later in the race. So maybe you do just come and get you some gas, or you get you some tires, and then you figure out how you're going to play the game. It's a curveball that Harvick was talking about. Do we play the right strategy? Well, we're all flying by the seat of our pants on this deal. We don't really know what the right strategy is, but we're getting ready to find out.
We're about to definitely get to the seat of our pants at the start of this one, as Rick Crawford and Shane Sieg are bringing the field through 3 and 4, about to get underway with the Kroger 250, racing on Monday in Martinsville. Green flag in the air. Problems early on with Shane Sieg. He has Ron Hornaday all over the back bumper of him.
That could be problems for Hornaday. He hit the back of that 15 truck hard. If he caved that grill in or that nose in, that could cause some heating problems for that truck. You can see, Phil, the front end of his truck is bent up.
He does have a little bit of damage, and these guys put as much tape on there as they can physically put on there for aerodynamic reasons. And if that opening is compromised at all, that could cause him some heating problems.
Still seeing some 2 wide racing back there as they start to file out in front.
These guys are all over each other. Harvick was on the inside of Brown, and Colin didn't know he was there, and Harvick left his nose in just enough to open a hole. Then we saw Kyle Busch 3 wide right behind those guys.
Energizer Bunny on the hood of Matt Kraft in that 88 Chevrolet, just behind this Conway freight of Colin Brown. That 6 truck, as Krista mentioned, his brother on hand to watch.
The battle for third right there. Shane Sieg, remember, he was very slow on the start. Hornaday's going to look to the inside. I don't think Hornaday's going to wait for long behind that 15 truck.
Well, he's not going to be able to wait for long, because that number 2 truck is going to drive right up to him, and that's his boss. He's going to say, boss, I got to go. Need to make some room.
Right now, Shane staying right on the bottom of the racetrack. Remember, that's a teammate to Kyle Busch. Great qualifying effort for Shane. His career best on the outside of the front row, but Ron Hornaday's not caring about any of that right now.
And I'm impressed with Shane. He's keeping up a good pace, but he just can't hold off Hornaday. You can see down to the inside Hornaday goes. Harvick tried to get in that hole that his teammate opened up, but couldn't quite pull it off. Look at the front of that 33 truck, Phil. Could that cause problems?
It looks like it could. The very bottom of that grill, and that's where they take a lot of that air in. That could cause some serious heating problems. Krista, what's going on with Shane Sieg?
Well, Shane Sieg definitely has some damage to that the end of the left side of that truck. Obviously, Hornaday getting in there. He's just trying to gain some confidence. Richie Waters said this is so important, the qualifying effort, starting second, and they have a brand new sponsor, Woodard Pools, on the truck for the first time. Shane Sieg just trying to stay up front.
But right now he's trying to stay in front of the 2 of Kevin Harvick, who's making his way to the inside. Let's see. Nope, Shane closes the door once again on Kevin Harvick.